Hi, I'm Christina Pike, and I will be doing a presentation on nonverbal communication. I'll do this by looking at 4 different pictures and kind of analyzing their body language and their nonverbal cues. So the first picture that I have here is this man, and the first thing that I automatically look at is his eyes. And his eyes are very big and bug-eyed. And one actually appears to be looking down. But his eyebrows are high up, and it makes me feel like he is maybe uncomfortable about being in front of the camera or taking a picture, the way that he's not directly looking at the photographer. But his eyebrows seem very alert, and so do his eyes. His mouth doesn't really tell us much. It's not really happy or sad. It's just kind of blank, like he's just staring off into space. His hands are tucked away out of view out of the camera. But to me, he just looks like maybe he's trying to maybe give an impression that he is okay with being in front of the camera. But to me, he just seems very scared. And I think that almost an overcompensation of being scared. So he's widening his eyes and he's raising his eyebrows. So for this picture, I really liked this one. She has these crossed arms that just seem very relaxed. They're probably posed, but they're down in a way that you can tell that she looks comfortable in front of the camera. Her eyes are just very soft, and her smile is very soft. And when I look at her, I feel like she's really happy. Way back when, it took a long time to take a picture. You had to hold that pose for a very long time. And so I think that by looking at her and her making a point to smile for the camera, I think that she must actually be really happy. Her shoulders are back, and it's clear that she has really good posture, and she's sitting up, and I think she looks really proud to be taking this picture, and that she looks like a really happy person. Her legs are crossed. I think it's great. Okay, so this one I think this one shows a lot. The first thing that I notice is her eyes as well, and those look to be like she's glaring at somebody. To me, she looks really offended or maybe defensive about something. This arm tells me a lot about what's going on in the picture, and to me that is very much a defensive stance, and maybe she's getting into a fight with somebody, and maybe a verbal altercation, and because she has that arm up like she is defending herself in a way. And then if you look at the two people, you can't really see them very well, but the two people behind her, they look like maybe they've got her back. This one on the far right looks to be kind of fired up in a way with her mouth open like that. And then this one back here looks like she's upset about something. Her mouth just doesn't seem to be happy. But the main person in this photo, she's not smiling. And her eyes, I think that her eyes are what really speaks volumes. If you don't even look at the eyes, maybe the eyes aren't a part of the picture. Her mouth maybe would almost look happy, but the eyes really speak like she is not in a good mood. Maybe she's fighting with somebody, we don't know, but I think that the eyes really are the focal point of this picture. So the last picture that I have here is this woman, and her face kind of blends together for me, but I see this arm, and this arm makes me feel like she's tired, and maybe she's holding her back, maybe her hand is on her hip, we can't really tell. But when you look at her forehead, you can tell she's been sweating, and the way that her eyes are squinted, maybe the sun's been in her eyes all day. But I really get the sense that she has been working, and she's really tired, and it's not really body language, but when you look at her clothes and you look at clues to the picture, you see that her clothes are kind of torn up, and and her hair obviously isn't done, and I look at her and I think that she's probably been working all day, maybe outside. When you look at the sweat and everything else going on in the picture, she just looks very tired. And that is it. Thank you so much.